Hello, welcome back. Last time, Frozen Spire Diamonds suddenly became reachable just by magic somehow. Also, I have an egg now. Anyways, so the cape has not magically become reachable. No blue key is anywhere. I've seen all the screens here, unless this one exists somehow, and I have no information about how to get to it. So anyway, trail's gone cold here. There's nothing else I can do on this island other than get things that don't matter for progress. So it is time to go through that big door, because that's the only thing the game's given to me that lets me move forward. So that's what I'm going to do. And just hope there's a blue key somewhere in there, I guess. So yeah, greenish key, green key. And right, Serpent Stacks requires what appears to be the cape for what appears to be jumping over holes and spikes. So do several things on that island. And I don't have any need for more stars. Like, I'd like to get them someday for completion, but I'm blocked by things, so I'll work on the things that are blocking me. Where's the map? That's it. Where am I going? Ancient Island. Where's that? I don't know. It might be this one here? Looks like there's two islands kind of next to each other, so I'm thinking that big door leads to another island entirely. Is this the right place? Probably. Still wondering if I can touch that JN up there. It's probably just author's signature. I mean, it is, but it's probably nothing more than being the author's signature. Alright, into the trees. Here is Turtle. Okay, so I guess that's going to take me to the island that's just a few feet away across a little bit of water. Alright, pink birds fly overhead. Place to spend my keys! I will take that. I will spend them both now. Alright, 3x3. This way is several elementals and water blocks and stuff. This way is something that doesn't want to interact, even though it has the symbols of the stones I already have access to. I can see up in my top thing. So lower left is earth. Lower right is water. Upper right is fire. Upper left is ice, I think. Then I have two others that are not represented here, but this doesn't move just because I have those. Something else is going to have to happen first, I guess. There we go. This is the god music. The earth god music, maybe? This could be water god music, maybe? Okay, so I think maybe each of the four corners wants me to solve a thing, and then each one of those will lead to one piece of that stone getting unlocked. Well, this is probably the water god music. Don't remember specifically, though. And yeah, this is clearly fire. Okay. Alright, well, let's start with earth. That's the first one, so that's where I'm gonna start. And what am I doing there? There's something like flying around, little spirally particles coming off of somewhere. Little tiny insects or something, maybe? Anyway. Alright, so if this is the earth spot, what am I doing here? Reaching this thing? Okay, done. Clearly not just that. Okay, well, what's interactive? I guess I want to open that shortcut. Let's start there. Okay, all the elementals are the same time. How would I put something here? The only something is this. And you up there. Okay, I would do it like this. Oh, but you changed back to water. That didn't quite work. Okay. There are two other one-ways to open. And how would I? I suppose I can do this. Okay, that's helpful. So you're open now. Let's do one thing at a time. Haven't spent a lot of time with the tornadoes. I want to find out... Let's see, how does this work? Oh, I stop? Or no, it's just that I didn't slide after... If I'm on ice, I would slide onto spikes. If I'm here... Yeah, like if you push me into spikes or whatever, I still die. So that is not a spike crossing mechanism. I need that cape. Probably. Okay. Well, let's find out what a water tornado looks like. Easier said than done. Still, but I can do it from here, I think. Okay, it's about the same, but pinkish. Purplish. Woo! Okay. So, what am I doing? I guess I'm opening the one-way thingies for whatever that will benefit me. I can, do I gotta bring, like, all of the elementals to this thing? The elemental that is of the music that's playing to the thing? I don't know. I don't know how you want me to interact with this object. There are elementals here. There are 2 more shortcuts to open, so I want to work on those. How do fire and earth interact? I don't know. I can't see here. So I have a crate. How would this ever get knocked down? Like if this were to be exploded in that spot? Who would ever go here? Well, a water elemental did once. But then it became light again. I don't know how to do this without crashing you into the wall and morphing you back to your original form. Maybe what I want to do is, like, blow the box to the left using your power? Is that accomplishing any of that? Maybe? Here we go, that did what I wanted. And once you've blown, you're done with your task. Okay, so now I think the idea might be that I wish to... Oh, okay. Yep, well, Okay, gonna have to reorder things a little bit. The idea, I think, is that I want to blow up this thing from the other side. Yep. If I throw that box, I'm guessing that would... Oh, well, that'll go in the direction you're going, of course. Whoops. Okay, no, it just bumps against the water elemental, so I can totally just put that here. And then bring you over, as I did. Oops, not what I wanted. Oh, you only went not as far as I expected. Okay, so that's where I wanted that. Now, it actually needs to be a little more north. That's okay, you have enough shots to go this way once, and then here. That did not ignite it. What are the parameters for igniting that thing? I thought a fireball did it. I guess that's not the flammable type of box? Oh, okay, well. So, instead, let's blow the earth elemental with the windy one. That should work, right? It did. Okay. So shortcuts are open. Now what? I don't know. Let's get elementals toward the, that thingy. Let's see here. Two of us can make a little journey over here. This doesn't seem productive, though. Okay. Well, I guess a simple way to do what I'm trying to do here would be like this. Now, that's probably too much distance for the tornado to cover, isn't it? Nope. Okay, so I think I've done the thing. Alright. So following the music, I turn that into an earthstone, and that gives me a vision. Inside the serpent's mouth. Something that's cracking, and then swirling. It turns into what looks like a portal or something? That's not what a portal looks like in this game. And there's that circle on the left that I think my clothes fell off. There they are. Okay. So, just interact with the stone, with the elemental that matches the music, I guess. And there you go. That's what you do. Alright, there's a lot of ice here. This is clearly the icy place. So that's not how I do things, right? Is this going to require that cape that I don't have? So this is a good one to do now to try and get an answer to that. Problem is, I'll only get a clear answer if I can do it now. If I can't, it's just going to be mystifying forever. Alright, one-way shortcuts to open. So I don't really get access to fire until a pressure plate is held. The pressure plate is way the heck in there. That looks like a job for 3 of my dudes, so I'm gonna need the water one. Well, that's in there now. Is that what I want? What do I want? I don't know. Can you be a useful backstop for me somewhere? That's not really where I want you. Nothing for me to do here without some help. What is there for me to do anywhere? So I can interact with the cloud, and I can push this boy around, and that's about it. There are more clouds in there that I can't really get to. Oh, yes I can. I found a way. I don't do anything from here, though. Okay. I have no idea what I'm doing here. How would I do any of this? Well, okay, I guess one thing I might desire is to push you into the tornado. Is that something I can do? No. I can never be north of you exactly. I see a way. There we go, I broke something open. Okay. Okay. So water's available to me now. Sort of. Okay, well, I guess I can do... not what I want. Oh, you go that way, of course, that's the way you're facing. How does Cloud respond to... Oh, this is just gonna kill me. Well, that wasn't very productive. If I could cause you to fire in the direction you're facing, maybe it'd be useful? Maybe I can do that. Oh, okay, so you slide on ice, of course. Oh, you can mimic a cloud? Well, how about that? You don't seem too happy about it. Alright, so that's good to know that that's possible. However, I don't think it helps me right now. This might be productive? So with you over there, my plan is to put a bunch of stuff in those holes and then send somebody... I guess I'd need 2 holes filled, and then Earth Elemental would need to go over those. So mostly I want him to go up this column. That looks difficult. I think the fire elemental is going to fire west and destroy some of those clouds so I can do things? Maybe. I'm not sure about any of that. Okay, so... Yeah, cool, great. That's not at all what I'm after. Well, I guess I can do this. Okay, this is possibly almost productive, but now I need to stop there to push you north. And that would imply having the plate already held. So if all I want to do is interact with that stone over there using the tornado... maybe that can be done more simply than what I'm trying to do. So if you can mimic a cloud... then I might be able to do something with that property. Let's take a different route than I took. Okay, so forget you for now. Maybe I shouldn't. Let's not actually. Still not quite sure what I'm doing. Well, here's an idea. I've had this idea before. Oh, here's... can I extend this idea somehow? I need to do one more over. Alternate idea. Oh, you slide. Of course you do. Hmm. I just want to push that tornado, but maybe I'm trying to do that before it's possible. Wait, can't I just... No, you'll get flung, of course. Well, okay, maybe that can be acceptable. What if we did things like this? Oh, you would still cascade into me, of course you would. Even if it was the other way around? Maybe not if it was the other way around. Can I be protected? Maybe if you were over one more, which you could have been. That's fine. Is it? No. Sure it is. No, it's still not. Yeah, if I step down there, I leave the room. Like this? Nope. Can't get there. Maybe if I had left some of the trail of that cloud, but I couldn't have. I'm trying to get the water elemental over here, with some space between it and the earth one. Which theoretically would allow... Okay, now hang on. If these two knock into each other... Sure, I can test that. If these two knock into each other, when there's some space between the two, does the water elemental retransform? It seems that way, but that test was not very conclusive. So I guess another thing I could maybe try... Let's slide. Why am I trying to push this west while living? I once had some idea that involved doing that, but I no longer know why that would be productive. So ultimately, I want tornado here. That's the ultimate goal. Blow that stone. I can get here and I can get back, but I can't stop one south of where I am. And that's what I have to do in order to push that thing and take control of it. So in order to stop there, what would need to be true? What happens when I do... Yeah, I can try this. Does this do anything? Kinda. Okay, that might be productive. With a cloud there... There was some other stuff I wanted to have done first, which I can still do if I reorder things a bit. I can have cloud here, and I can have water elemental now. There. Okay. Still not really cloud where I want it to be. What happens if I get clouded? It probably just stops against me, that's not much force. Okay, accurate. I can have two clouds out here where I can have control over them. What do you do to a cloud? You destroy it, naturally. It's a lot of nice walking space. But is it productive? Oh, it might be. Okay, yeah. Let's see here. So before I do some mimicry. I first want you as a cloud backstop, so the cloud can go there. Yeah, wouldn't that be nice? It would, and I can have it. I can't get in there right now, though. I need to set down more ice first. There are not a lot of ways in here. Okay. I suppose another way around this would be... Well... That's not it yet. At least I don't think it is. That cloud can come back out on this row, which may be productive. Actually, isn't that everything I need? Oh, but I can't get to the north of it. I see. If I bring you along, does that let me do that somehow? Nope. In fact, now I can't get in there at all. What am I trying to do? I don't know. Big pile of tools. No stated goal other than maybe get tornado here. Okay. Gigantic chain of question marks between those two things. There's a pressure plate there. Since there's a seal to pop here, I want to pop that seal. Okay, so then what if I set you aside, I did this, I performed some mimicry. Well, what would happen in that case? Oh, wait a second. I got a better idea. Now, if that bit of ice could still have been there, it can have, I can exit this way. Okay, this is similar to something I wanted once. Okay. Do you think you can somehow extend it further? I mean, I can do this, which is something I wanted once, but I also need... I think I need the water dude up there to mimic that box so that two of these can be put down. And in addition, I'll need something more with the earth boy to actually get it up here to roll across. Like, you have to go south and then north. You would seem to be the right tool for that job. I don't think you can do that job anymore, though. And I can't get in here anymore. So several ingredients are missing here, and in this game I can't save a replay to be able to re-examine this state, if only. Which part in this gigantic complicated chain of actions do I need to look closer at? I don't know. I guess I could do this, which is functionally identical to what I did. Right, now I could move you north, which isn't what I want. You can come away from that wall, but this is a one-time action. I don't get to do that a second time. Not useful. Not useful. Not currently useful. If I can now pop that seal... Oh wait, hang on. Do I see... No. If I could send you west without destroying this, then I could eventually get back... somewhere. Be able to enter from here and get around you and push north and south. But those things aren't doable. Okay, so it would be better to reverse which one of you is which. And doesn't that just mean doing this? Okay. This might be close to what I need. So box is destroyed. And now you're there. Okay, this is close to what I need. This is very close to what I need. In fact, this is exactly what I need, isn't it? Here we go, and there's space, if you're pushed north from there, to get on the plate. Okay, so I can pop that seal. Here we go. Okay, now fire is available. And fire used on icy clouds does that. Cool. On its own, this isn't sufficient to get in there. That doesn't destroy that barrier. Ah, okay, so destroying that barrier. What I keep thinking about is pushing the tornado from the north. But if that barrier is destroyed, I don't even need to. I can see the edge of the ice just ends there. Alright, so I can use fire anytime there now. And using that twice buffers you at the perfect spot. So let's do that a second time. Which means I need to mimic you, which probably needs to happen before I push you, okay? And there are things I don't quite like about this situation. I'm gonna leave things as they are right now. I need to do this dance. That's gonna put a thing in my way. I can get rid of it. Okay. Put it here. Oh, I can't go around now, though. Never mind. So that has increased my problems. Well, let's see if I can deal with increased problems anyway. I want to relocate this Earth Elemental. One to the west. After having done that, I want this, 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 this? No, other way around. Yes, and I can get in there. Oh, I can just always do that. Okay. I think that's everything I need. There we go. Okay. So with that open, now I can just push you. Here we go, I blew the stone. Okay, so I was able to do that without the cape. Implying that I could be doing things in the right order. It's possible. Maybe the cape's just an optional thing for, like, later endgame stuff. Because if I don't need it to do this, then this could be a prerequisite for getting it. That's the possibility. Alright, some sort of structure was erected. Water gods stayed nearby. No. Everybody leaves. Thing in the sea, thing on the land. Thing in the sea, thing in the sky. Alright, well, that's halfway of the way to being opened. Okay, 2 more of those to go, and then I can probably break that stone and get in there. Let's go look at it. By the way, where am I? Sanctum. Okay. Didn't look at that name before. Alright, so second half of Sanctum next time.